Good morning, family. I've done so many takes of this video, it's crazy. I was on my way to get this 2 mile walk in this 22-degree weather, and God told me to make this. So here we go. With all due respect, Obama's purpose was to cause African Americans, now known as Hebrew Israelites, to fall into a false sense of security. He led us into a false sense of security that things were improving in the United States, but they did not improve under his presidency. White supremacy grew under his presidency. It seemed like every week a black person was being murdered during the Obama administration. And every week or so, he would come on TV and he would be singing and dancing and allowing us to enter into this false sense of security. Cornel Wilder tried to warn us what was going on. And Travis Smiley tried to warn us. And black people attacked both of these men who were telling the truth. They attacked both of them that were telling the truth. Now I hardly hear from either one of them. Black people attacked them, but they told the truth. Obama's purpose was to put us into a false sense of security. His first couple months of police violated a black man's civil rights. Obama spoke out on it. He caught hell for it, and then the next week, that police officer and the black man were invited to the White House for steak dinners, and I'm talking about thick steak dinners. That police should have been kicked off the force. And then following that, there was the Trayvon Martin incident, and we all know that George Zimmerman should have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law and charged with murder. I mean, his personality, after they let him go, they eventually kicked him out of Florida or Texas or wherever that was. They eventually told him to get out the state. He was he was so ridiculous. I told people that Obama should do something about this. But the same way Travis Smiley was attacked, I was attacked. And they told me that Obama can't do anything. But they didn't. I mean, if you don't know what you're talking about, don't say anything. Stop guessing. The simple fact of the matter is, when you murder a person, that is a violation of their civil rights. And the Attorney General can't investigate it. And Eric Holder did investigate it, and he gave it the thumbs up and let it go. And all while these murders and shootings are going on, Obama's singing and dancing on the Ellen DeGeneres show. And he's opened up the door and he's legitimizing the LGBTQ community, whatever the initials are. He's legitimizing them and giving them a platform by coming on Ellen's show. And then as soon as he's out of office, we find out what a horrible person she is. And she's kicked off TV. But the damage is done already. He's opened up the door for, well, he probably did more for gay rights. He definitely did more for gay rights than he did for our civil rights. That is a fact. And let's talk about the Flint, Michigan situation. He did nothing about those people's water. And the governor went out of his way to give them dirty drinking water, and Obama did nothing. He had 1.5 years to address it, and he didn't. But going back to what I'm saying about Eric Holder, when a person's civil rights are violated, the Attorney General can step in and do something about it. Eric Holder did nothing about the Trayvon Martin thing, and black people told me there was nothing that Obama can do. That's false. Because when you kill a person, you violate their civil rights, and the federal courts can come in and take over the case, which is what happened with busing in schools when Wallace blocked the entrance to a school. The National Guards were sent in, and he got out the way. They could and that proves that the federal government can solve civil rights cases. But a lot of black people didn't know. They were so in love with Obama singing and dancing and psyched out to where they just, everything the cat did was good. Obama had what's called political capital. The whole world was psyched out about it, and they believed in it. Everywhere he went, he large crowds. And what did he do with his political capital? Threw it away. And see, a lot of you, unfortunately, don't even know what political capital is, but you want to talk politics. Political capital is when you have the support of the people. A large majority of the people support you. And Obama had that. He had it worldwide. And he could have pushed through any legislation he wanted to because he had the support of the people. But we know what would have happened. They took him out. Ain't no doubt about it, they would have took him out. But the simple fact of the matter is, there wasn't even an attempt on his life, which proves my point. But could he have tried to negotiate something for us? He could have tried to negotiate something, but he didn't do anything. Obama did nothing whatsoever to help the cause. On top of that, they opened the door for Biden to get into office. And Biden ran for president at least 3-4 times and lost, didn't have a chance. And now we find out that, and then they created the narrative that Biden and Obama were pro buddies. They just loved each other, which did what? Which opened the door for Biden to become president. Because now we trust him because he was Obama's pro buddy. And then we find out he's worse than Donald Trump. We put him in office and he ignores us and gives money to the Ukraine, signs a bill for the Asian Americans. I mean, since when have they been? Name an Asian American that's been shot in the back by the police. I don't know of any, and he gave them money and basically told us to get out of his face. Totally ignored us with the Africa to the United States Africa Summit. He left us out of that $550 billion deal, which turned out to be zero cash. And now racism is on the rise. But you know what else is going on? Like I said, they attacked Cornel Wilder and Travis Smiley. Don't even hear from them anymore. Because black people, they tried to warn us. So that makes me wonder. But I want to say this. And then now we got this feminist movement that is breaking up the black family. And during Obama's time in office, that's when you had the Housewives of Atlanta. They were the worst females in the world. Everything came out of their mouth was total entitlement. Total entitlement. Attacking black men. They attacked black men and divided the black family. They put themselves over the black family. And so what do we get? We get black women trying to follow these so-called black women. They weren't housewives. They were feminists. And all they did was attack black men and talked about how entitled they were. All of this under the Obama administration. Hanging out with Ellen DeGeneres under the Obama administration. Obama's purpose was to get us to drop our guards, and it worked. It worked. In closing, I want to say this. During the Obama administration, police chiefs in the United States of America were being trained in Israel, where they are taking out Palestinians. We sent police to Israel, police chiefs to Israel to be trained. Now, what in the world would that lead to? When you think about what they're doing to the Palestinians, the last place you want police officers trained is there, and then bringing them back to racist white supremacist America. They got us. They tricked us. All the negativism we face today all started under the Obama administration. It all started under his administration. Now, you don't even hear from him. You hear more from, we hear more from Jimmy Carter than we do from Obama. Carter building houses, helping black folks. We don't hear nothing from Obama. Every now and then, and guess what he did? He campaigned for Biden. Obama campaigned for Biden. That is, and we know what Biden is about, so that makes so I don't have to say anything else after that. He campaigned for Biden. It worked. Because now we have white supremacists knocking on people's doors, going door to door. We have schools with black principals segregating black kids from white kids. Right now, we have more. It seems like a black person gets shot now, and you turn the TV on, you watch Indisputable, and you find out that the police chief is black. Everything happening to black people now, when you turn on the TV, it's a black person in charge. Man, this is crazy. But as bad as it seems, we are God's chosen people. And Trump has ruined the United States. He has ruined the United States. I'll talk about I'll go back to that in another video. God bless. Have a great day.